So you're going to start off by drawing, 3 rectangles. These rectangles represent plant cells. Just 3 because we're going to keep this quite small for the sake of my poor artistic skills. Okay. I will tell you what everything is in a moment. I'm just going to draw this. We can do half there. Why do it like that? It should be a rectangle. There we go. Okay, then at the bottom we're going to do another rectangle over here. We're going to do a moon. No, it looks like more like a kidney bean structure. Okay, then a opposite kidney bean, and then another one, and we can probably fit in half of one over here as well. Okay, then we're going to do a circle, another circle until it touches down there. And we'll do another 2 circles over here. And then I want in the middle a really big circle that we're just going to put some crisscross lines in, like so. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is, because these are plant cells and they have a cell wall and a cell membrane, I'm going to double up the rectangles, even though in theory we're not drawing this diagram very detailed right now. You'll see a better one on the slide, or you will have seen a better one on the slide. Okay, but just, it looks a teeny tiny bit more legit if we do it like that. See, now I'm tempted to add in the nuclei and the vacuoles, but I won't. What I will do though is, just for this layer, I'm going to add in what I said, just this one, okay? And hopefully the reason for it will become very apparent. So those circles are nuclei, and this odd kidney bean structure is supposed to be the vacuole. And then I'm just going to add in some chloroplasts, okay? Like so. Just give at least 3 in each. Obviously it doesn't, whatever you have space for. Okay, ta-da, there we go. This is my wonderful diagram. So what we need to do is we need to label the different layers. So we have up here, this is your waxy cuticle. Then these 2 layers together, the waxy cuticle and the layer over here, we refer to it together as the upper epidermis. Epidermis, there we go. By that logic, then this is the lower epidermis. So, you know, this layer of cells, we can also just refer to that specifically as upper epidermis, okay? Right, now this cell over here, these cells are, let's have a look, there we go. These are palisade cells, okay? They're a type of specialized plant cell. Palisade cells, this colored in structure is your chloroplast. Okay, now these are called mesophyll cells, these circular ones. Mesophyll cells, because this whole layer over here is called the spongy mesophyll layer. Okay, this layer over here is your palisade layer, okay, or palisade mesophyll. And then what do we have here? So this circular structure is referred to as the veins, okay, or the vein, sorry, and that has your xylem and your phloem coming through that, okay. And what else? Then these sort of gaps over here, okay, these are your sort of air spaces, so to speak, okay, so space for your like air gaps so that your gases can diffuse through. So let's label them as, what should we call them? Let's call them your air spaces, which is what I said in the first place. I'm actually going to write it here, airspace. Hopefully you can see that, airspace, okay? And then down here, this opening, this gap that I have over here, this is a stoma. Stoma is 1, plural is stomata. And these kidney bean shaped structures on either side are your guard cells. Okay, they're open and close. You would also have a slight waxy cuticle at the bottom as well, slightly less noticeable. Okay, yeah, so palisade mesophyll layer. Let me just label that as well. Is that layer over there? And I think we've got everything. This is a